Hello everyone, myself Jayashree. Let me start by saying few words about my topic. Today's my topic is learning language with music. I hope everyone love music as much as I do because in my opinion, learning language with music is the best way to learn any foreign language. And we can learn many grammatical rules, vocabulary and pronunciations and let us think about how children learn their native language and we sing many songs to teach them many words, names, numbers, etc. And we will still remember those songs even after 20, 30, 40 and 50 years. So now I am going to discuss about 7 benefits about learning language with music. The first one is if you are not really big on reading or writing, then it is great way to avoid reading. So when you learn any foreign language, you first try and read what you have learned. But uh, learning language with music is the simplest way. Just only one task to do is it is only listening, and it also helps in improving our listening skills, and it also helps in learning and practice pronunciations. And the next point is music generally speaking is enjoyable and is quite helpful to make you feel relaxed. And music relax is very important in human life. Music creates a very positive atmosphere. And third point is music is a nice way to be exposed to the culture of language you are learning. When you learn any foreign language, you first and the main phrases are generally in very formal. While learning language with music, it helps in learning the slang of the language, which is not available in learning. And it builds a very real relationship with the language. And the fourth point is music is a nice way to practice vocabulary, grammar, and sentence structure. In songs, mainly the words are very repetitive, and the words will generally stuck in our mind, and we will remember those words very easily. And the next point is music has a great impact on memory. Music generally builds a emotional relationship between the language and us, and it helps in memorizing the words very easily without any efforts. And the next point is music helps in learning language without any efforts. As you can see that in so many songs, the words are repeated many times, and when we sing them, the words really stuck in our mind. And the next point is music is generally speaking a fun activity, and music is very enjoyable. When we sing them, it is very fun and helps in learning any language without any efforts. Thank you. Any questions?
Questions? Do you know different phases of music and expressions?
No, I don't.
What is your favorite song?
There are many favorite songs of mine, but I like Asha Pashan song from Care of Kanchapal.
Can you sing for us?
No, I don't know how to sing.
Okay.
As you said that music has a great impact on memory. What type of impact?
Means while we in music the words are very repetitive, and when we sing, the words really stuck in our mind. We can memorize those words very quickly, even though we don't know the language. when we sing that song repeatedly, it gets stuck in our mind.
Is it useful to our memory?
Yes.
Oh,
When we sing that song, we really enjoy it, and we wanted to know the meaning of the song when we sing it. So in that way, we can learn a
okay. When
lot.
we sing a song, we get a pleasant atmosphere.
Yes, we get a positive atmosphere.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, this is Venkatesh from CSE-B. I want to say about Amazon. Amazon is established in the year 1994 in July 15, and the founder of Amazon is Jeff Bezos. He was born on 12th January 1964, and the man who is in the right side, his name is Andrew Jesse. He was born on 13th January 1968, and he was the new CEO of Amazon. And the timeline of Amazon is in 1995. It was started with books selling on online, and in 1990 it was introduced toys and electronics, and coming to 2014 it was introduced Amazon Echo, and then the industry had 10% profit for the past 15 years, and also it increased the growth of the company is increases rapidly from from the past 15 years. And there are three, and there are three pillars, and there are Amazon Marketplace and Amazon Prime and Amazon developers. Which the first one is the sellers, and the second one is the customers, and third one is the developers. And sellers are interested to develop the Amazon in a better way, and and there are so many customers are and there are so many customers in Amazon, and there are so many members in Amazon, and they are interested to do so much of things in Amazon, and it is having seven, and it is having 7 lakh brands in Amazon, and also and also it is having 350 million products for it, and it is very interesting to the customers and also sellers. and there are three. There are so many competitors for Amazon. The mainly there are three: Google and Walmart and Apple. And these are the three mainly competitors for Amazon. And Amazon is using SWOT analysis, and the first word S stands for strength, and W stands for weakness, and O stands for opportunities, and T stands for threatness. And these analysis is used to make the company strong, and it is helps to makes the company to be proud. And this is a strategic planning for the one who makes a project in a better way. And there are so many sustainabilities are there: innovation and mobile applications, ultimate online experience, and these are very eco-friendly with nature. And in this way, the evolution of Amazon is Amazon from 1994 95 to till now. Thank you. And Amazon is one of the famous and biggest online retailer in India, in worldwide also. And India, Hyderabad is the headquarter for Amazon. The main headquarter is in Washington DC. Thank you. Is there any questions?
Questions?
Do you know what is the main activities in Amazon?
There is no main entity, but the slogan of Amazon is work hard, have fun, and make history.
What is your experience using the Amazon application?
It is a very interesting fact that we have to know.
What is the real meaning of Amazon? Do you know?
Yes, Amazon is an American multinational company, and it means to sell the books online.
But the meaning of Amazon is massive, who sells A to Z everything in Amazon. Do you know what is the meaning of the Amazon logo?
Yes. Yes, and the slogan is work hard, have fun, and make history. Work hard.
That logo means work hard.
No, the slogan is work hard, have fun, make history.
Thanks.
నేను చెప్పాను
Give him a mic. You have a question.
What made you to choose this topic?
It is a very interesting and favorite topic. That's why I'm taking it.
Has it inspired you,
Yes.
this topic?
Yes.
And what made you inspiration?
Nowadays, Amazon is Amazon and using for our needs and entertainment, like Amazon Prime Video, and there are so many things are there.
Do you know that Amazon Jeff?
Network? Yes, yes. His spouse name is McDonald's Scott, and she is owing 4% stake in Amazon, and she was born in 1970. And the net worth of is 37.5 billion US dollars.
Thank you.
Okay. Start.
Have you ever imagined that a human can lift a weight of a car, but the muscles in our brain will stop the chemical reactions which was emitted by our brain. So every normal human can lift a car. So let us discuss about some of the superhumans who have tuned their brain and done an impossible things. So superhumans are the who humans who has tuned their brain and performed some impossible efforts with their body. So let us see some of the superhumans existed in our real life. Rajmohan Nair. Rajmohan Nair is a person living in India. He claims that he is a superhuman by conducting the electricity passing through him. So, in many of the international news channels like BBC and some of the Times Now networks have been conducted some of the realistic experiments and claim that he is a superhuman. Experimentally, he has passed nearly 2 amps of the current, which is help to drill a driller machine into the wall. It is a very huge amount of energy. And practically he has proven that he is capable of capacitating the electricity to the body. And he has recorded in Guinness Book of Records. He has awarded the record. Coming to Wim Hof. Wim Hof is a person who can swim in a pool of water with 2 degrees Celsius. He claims that even using some of his techniques, a normal human can also do the same thing. He can tune his body temperature by just breathing from his nose. By breathing skills, he can control the whole temperature of the body. For a normal person, swimming in a 2 degrees of Celsius can reach there within a fraction of seconds. But he has swum nearly 500 meters, and he is also one of the person who has achieved Guinness Book of World Records. And there are some of the techniques which claims that he can turn a normal person into a superhuman. Those techniques are known as Wim Hof's techniques, and he has trained his son to become one of the superhuman. Coming to Ratan Krishna Velu, he is a former Indian who is living in Malaysia. He has just pulled a train with his teeth near a 7 coach of train with his teeth nearly 9 feet, which is nearly equal to 26 feet 2 meters. So he is a superhuman that his teeth possess super amount of strength. By pulling a 7 coach train is not a possible thing for a superhuman. So he claims that he is superhuman, and his name has been entered into the Guinness Book of World Records. He is a former Indian, and present now he is living in Malaysia. Coming to Stephen. Stephen is one of the greatest artists known in our real life. So he is a superhuman. If he watch a scenario in his life with his naked eye, he can draw without missing a pinpoint of the picture. So there are some of the paintings which have stunned the whole world. He will capture each and every detail, pin to pin detail about the picture or the scenario that he has seen with his naked eye. And at the age of 8, he has drawn a picture, seen with his naked eye, and get a reward from the president of that period of time. So let us see some of the images drawn by him. So on the top, we can see that is a view of Rome that he drawn with his bare hands using some of the tools without any reference. Looking at the images at once, he has drawn that. And at the bottom, we can see the view of the London Bridge from a side. So these are some of the drawings that he had made, and because of this ability, he claims that he is a superhuman, and his name is also been recorded in the Guinness Book of World Records. So thank you. Any questions?
Questions?
Supermans are birth or they are made after birth?
Yeah, there are some cases that some are getting natural ability when they born, they get some natural ability, but there are other people also who get this ability based on their situations, conditions, and pressures, and some will learn to be a superhuman. Like if we take Bingham, he's claiming that everyone can become a superhuman by using these techniques, but you have to concentrate more.
On what basis do we get considered as a human, as superhuman, or is there any?
Yes, there is a difference. There are so many abilities that a superhuman can possess. Maybe in all activities they can't possess, but in a specific topic, specific situation, specific situation, they can perform their supernatural abilities compared to a normal human.
Very good. Thank you.
Do they have any harmful effects by having these superpowers? Is there any cases like this?
If so, they want to or they won't perform that activity. If they claim yes, may some of them may get huddled or injuries, but they won't care. To become a superhuman is not an easy task. So we have to face some of the difficulties. If so, it's good. Thank you.
Are you introducing yourself so that you cannot miss your marks?
Yeah.
Because if you cannot say your number, your name, who is it asking question? Because in the presentation, as per our rubric, the one who asks questions will also get good grades. So you need to make teacher know it. Okay? We have a guest from Upgrad, alright? He and I are talking about what best still we have to do in language lab and other places of our institution with disguised content, content management. Alright? So I have brought him to just show, and even if here and there you have disturbance, bear with us. Okay? Go ahead.
Thanks for visiting our lab, viewers labs.
Very good. That's really nice.
Any more questions?
Any questions?
Do you have questions? Why did you chosen this topic?
So it is a very interesting topic. We know that everyone wants to become a superhero. Many of our cartoon life has been gone with superheroes like Spider-Man, Batman. So most of us have get inspired. So it's a quite interesting topic that everyone likes. Thank you. Any more questions?
Is there any superhumans?
The word refers man means it's not only man. It indicates whole the human race. It's not only about men or boys. It comes whole to the human race, human population. Thank you.
How do I become a superhuman?
It's impossible for a normal human being. That's right. It is. It is. Yes. So with some of the determination, we have seen some will have supernatural ability while born, and some won't. Performing some of the skills and concentration, we can become a superhuman. But there are some of the activities which we can't do. So while taking a superconductor, if we keep a wire, if we touch a wire, we will get a shock. While practicing, we won't resist it. So it is hard to become a superhuman, but it's not impossible.
Can human have super?
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my presentation. Today, my name is Harshini. I am from CSE-B. Today, my topic is today's electronic gadgets are tomorrow's e-waste. The main reason that I have chosen this topic is that what electronic gadgets we are using tomorrow, after it stops working, they become e-waste. So, today's electronic gadgets are tomorrow's e-waste. First, let us get into the topic. What is e-waste? E-waste, it is also called as waste electrical and electronic equipments. It is any unwanted waste that is present while after it is used. Some of the common e-wastes are cell phone, computer, DVD players, televisions, laptops, etc. gadgets. Now let us discuss about the sources from where the e-wastes are produced. E-wastes are produced from IT and telecom equipments where software it comes to the software field, large household appliances, small household appliances, and lighting equipments, and some medical devices like thermometer and computer parts, etc. Now let us think about the effects and how much percentage of e-waste is present in the India. It is very shocking thing is that from 19.8 percentage of e-waste is generated every year in Mumbai, which is very huge, and 2 million tons of e-waste is produced in India and in worldwide 40 million tons, which is very huge and which is very polluted. Now let us discuss about the effects of e-waste, harmful effects. When e-waste is produced, it goes to the recycling center. There they will burn the e-waste, which releases some toxic substances, which causes us lung cancer, vomiting sensation, diarrhea, which is very sad. Next, let us discuss about the environmental effects. Due to the toxic substance that is released, the environment will become polluted. It becomes air pollution. We will be affected with the air pollution, with the soil pollution, and the trees will not. They led to the death of the trees. Now let us discuss this. This is the diagram which I want to show you all. That is before the all the electronic gadgets which where we lived with our parents and we'll be having green environment, and after the electronic gadgets, after destroying them, the land is like that. For that, what we can do? What are the remedies we want to do? Is that we can handle that e-waste in a scientific manner, like we can recycle them, we can send it to the younger ones. So proper disposal of all the components that cannot be recycled. We can dispose them, we can exchange them with our another person, we can resell them, we can increase the awareness, and we can find the repair guide online. We can repair them and we can reuse them. Finally, I want to tell you all is that we can reduce the usage of plastic, we can reuse them and we can recycle. If we follow all this, we can get a happy environment, and thank you.
Questions?
Which type of electronic gadgets are main cause for waste?
Mainly computer type and large household appliances are more responsible for the e-waste because it is prepared by some toxic substances which we burn and we get affected with it.
Do you think there is an alternative for using electronic gadgets?
Yes, but I will not say to stop using that, but we can recycle them, we can resell them, and we can use some repair guides to repair it and use it again and again.
Do you have any idea on modern technologies to reduce the e-waste?
Yes, but it's not that effective, but modern technologies, we can reduce them by reusing, right? We can reduce and reuse.
89. Thank you.
Can you say one easy remedy to reduce e-waste which can be done by everyone? One easy remedy.
Yes, the e-waste which we don't need, if we want to buy a new one, we can sell it to the person with whom are needed with the low price, and we can reuse them. Thank you.
Questions?
What is the most important?
What is the most important reason of e-waste?
We are if suppose if we are using a phone, and if new version of phone is updated, we try to use a new phone. We leave the last one. It is the main reason, I think.
Okay. Do you want to ask? Go there. What do you have to say? 82.
What are the toxic gases coming from the e-waste?
What are the toxic gases? Polyvinyl chloride, lead, gallium, beryllium, etc. Very dangerous toxic chemicals are releasing, and it is very harmful for us and for animals and the plants too. Thank you.
Okay. Start.
Good morning, everyone.
Take the mic in your hand. Take the mic in your hand.
Good morning, everyone. Today I am here to explain about my topic: effects of advantages and disadvantages of social media. Social media is unique in dynamic media, which has become a part of our daily lives. Within our daily lives, business and other sectors highly dependent on social media and internet. We know so much advantages and disadvantages of social media. I I will tell some of advantages and disadvantages. A place for noble causes and practices. To use social media to connect through government benefits from social media. Social media can reach large audiences. So social media is beneficial to education, and also disadvantages are hacking of social media.
What's all right? Come here. Come here.
Hacking on social media reduces face-to-face communication skills. Fake news on social media, and people addicted to social media and like playing video games and sleepless, depression and anxiety. Thank you. Any questions?
Ask the question.
What is advantages of social media?
There are so many advantages of social media. It is beneficial to education and promotions, advertising, and yes.
Thank you.
What do you think about social media? Is it beneficial to people or
In both it is beneficial and also advantage, disadvantage. So many effects are also.
what is the opinion of those? Is it beneficial?
Yes, it is also beneficial.
How people are distracting because of social media, friend studies.
Because of playing video games.
All that.
What's your number? Done.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Ankle Jyotirmay. Welcome to my presentation. Today, my topic is teen suicide liability. Here, liability refers to the responsibility we have to take to avoid the teen suicide in our country. And I given a caption there, don't lose your hope. Here, it refers to all teen suiciders to not lose their hope and give their life another chance and make prove themselves at their own. Here,
Use the arrows. Keyboard arrows.
here to teen suicide. Here to
The mic is on.
here to teen suicide is also called as youth suicide. Has not been new issue in modern life nowadays, and this matter becomes tragedy over the world, and it also become burden to government and also families. The major problem of teen suicide is depression, and the people thinks of thoughts of depression are family history of suicide attempts and exposure of violence and impulsivity, bullying, and flaws.
It's okay.
Acute
You speak louder.
acute loss of rejection or feeling of hopelessness. And we've spoken about the thoughts of attempts of depression and the people who are at risk and who have the symptoms of being depressed and feeling loneliness. Like the people who have attempted to take their own life and people who experienced war, trauma or abuse or discrimination and people who are struggling with their depression and also with negative feelings and people who is suffering from emotional distress and chronic pain and people with an alcohol drug problem and the people who are socially isolated. And now I want to speak about the statistics. The 90% of the people are depressed and with the mental and abuse disorder and almost 50% of the people are clinically depressed by the suicide and 1 lakh people are died due to this depression in among the India. Now the remedies of teen suicide and keep away the guns and medicines and also get your teen to help and to motivate him and don't leave him alone and let him speak more and avoid the criticism and you must be informed about the teen suicide and the internet and all the library and these also helps us to teach him or to motivate him more and we should know what are the main reasons and what are the signs of the depression. Now we spoken about the remedies and now I want to say about what is the treatment for teen suicide. Anyone can say me what are the treatment you can give for teen suicide?
Motivation.
Motivation. On what basis on age? It depends upon the age, right?
Yes, of course, but there are many platforms are there which use the inspiration and motivation which will decrease the stress and the depression of the other people. It's available in the society, it will help to decrease the rate of suicides.
Here in this picture, it says that to be with him and to motivate him all. Also depend on how severe the condition is. And the treatment will also start in 2-3 days before the symptom and suicidal behaviors are there. And treatment may individual therapy, and family therapy. That in this, the parents will play a vital role, and an extended case, the hospitals will help in this. And now I want to say in this post is, it is right. The youth can save them. So I want to say, stop suicide. Thank you. Any questions?
As you said,
Not camera, it is live.
Madam, okay.
Live.
Next, it will stop it by 12:26 or 7 like that.
మరి ఇంకో టీం ఉండిపోయింది.
One team is over. Please complete one team. The other team will be doing next week.
ఇంకా ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు నాన్న టీం వాళ్ళండి?
Four members.
ఇంకా 4 మెంబర్స్ ఉన్నారు. Oh my goodness. The side to live ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
It's been great pleasure to be here to prefer to say about my presentation. Welcome to my presentation. My presentation is on AI, artificial intelligence. Most of the people are aware of AI in nowadays. AI is a human-like behavior displayed by a machine. Means AI also has a brain like human, but it has 10 times more IQ than human, and it is more powerful than human brain. In systems and mobile phones and many apps are mainly considered and mainly performed by using this AI. AI can broadly developing now in nowadays. It can work on its own and can create a new world. It can work on its own and has an own knowledge by using small instructions that are given by human. Suppose while using our phone, while using our phone and you open a Google, the time you are searching in a search bar that you have given that instruction what is AI. It shows some information about AI. That it has its own knowledge to calculate its power and can show the topic that you entered in it. Next, there are advantages and disadvantages of AI. Mainly there are more disadvantages than advantages, but the human can use them advantages and disadvantages their calibrity. The mainly the advantages are it can to live our lives by our own. It decreases the work time of humans. Means it makes easier and gives a peaceful time to work by a human. AI is more useful in a gaming sector and entertainment field. mainly by using AI, we can develop many new ideology, our own thoughts. We can present our own thoughts by using our AI into a machine, like showing our presentation into the computer and creating an app by giving small instructions, etc. etc. Next, now we go to disadvantages of AI or risks of AI. There are many risks. If AI is developed broadly, then it will guide humans and it will guide humans and make and take the humans into their control. Like AI is broadly used in banking sector. Means there is a risk that if AI, if anyone hack the ideology and the ideology which is used in banking sector, then there will be a great problem to the banking sector. Means hacking and take away the money.
Put a smile on your face.
He's very serious.
Why are you that serious and why are you that disorganized? Try once again. Start once again. Your face shows a lot of seriousness.
So from starting.
Well done, Anna. Go, go.
Yeah, you can, no, not needed. You can continue. I stopped in the middle. Unexpected. Because I want a smile on your face.
Okay, let us continue. Now the risks of artificial intelligence or disadvantages. Artificial intelligence makes human jobless. Means it can work on its own and can produce the product or the given information widely and in a beautiful way. Next, there will be no security to our data if AI is developed broadly. Means if anyone hack our mobile or hack the AI, then everyone knows our data and can get our information and get our information to them. Next, may takes information or may leaks information which are confidential, like in a police background, the information which is very confidential, it can leak to the other people and can cause the wars or damage to the country. Next, mainly in banking sector, as I said before that banking sector uses AI broadly.
Okay, you can conclude and ask if there are any questions.
Are you presenting, giving information? Presentation is an art. The one that your friend has already done it. Hey, conclude it.
Conclude and ask
Somehow you
questions.
need to positively conclude. Don't leave that inside suddenly. Okay.
As we know that AI is using broadly now, means AI will be our future.
Smile, daddy. Why are you worrying?
AI will be our future.
Now you try once again a conclusion. Popular, happy conclusion. With a smile, and you have given a presentation. Forget about the slide. How are you going to conclude? Try.
As I said that
Smile, right? ఎందుకంత serious? Are you looking at him seriously? She's not looking at you seriously. No. Try concluding artificial intelligence is future.
Smile and
We
say.
discussed a lot on how the new technology that has come out.
as we discussed now, how the new technology is coming out, means artificial intelligence is our future.
That's it. Great. Come on, claps to him. At least we could see that there is positive ending. Okay? There could be positive ending. Good luck. What's your good name?
Kiran,
Kiran. Okay. Thank you, Kiran. Come back to your place.
questions?
Shall we end up the live?
Thanks.
Very good.